As I was composing, because now I'm working on a movie, there are a couple of things that I wanted to show you. Just a couple of things that I've learned that I wanted to share with you. This is the opening scene. I just wanted to focus real quick on how can you make things more efficient so you can move faster. This brass type of sound could take quite a bit to build. This is basically big low brass section, so timbales, trombones, right, bass trombones, the other part of the sound on the other side of the mix. Like massive horns type of sound, like 12 horns, and then the monster brass type of patch. From Cine samples, it's something that sounds real big and loud. It's 6 bass trombones, 3 contrabass trombones, and 2 or 3 chimbazos. A total of 12 low brass ensemble. So it's good for these type of effects. Imagine this chord, we've got C sharp, but then we've got kind of like a D diminished chord. The big part of the sound, it's going to be the 12 horns patch. They also sample the pedal notes of the horns. So you can make this big, massive type of sound. On top of that, we've got all Synphobia Marcato patch, just to add a little bit of attack to each note. What else we've got? Solo horn. Just to add a little bit of definition to that. And then we've got solo trombone. Horn section plus trombone is a very typical Hollywood trick. It's just gonna add a little bit of aggression. The horns are over the left, and then the trombone sounds on the other side, so it's gonna open the sound. It's gonna add thickness, weight, and aggression to the horns. One trombone has a lot of projection power compared to a horn, so it's not going to stand out, but it's gonna add a little bit of character, timbre, and aggression to the horns sound. And then on top of that, just a layer more of this guy. These horns and trombones I'll be on for the room sound. It just adds a little bit of. So when you combine it all together, this is big.
Now that is power.
Now, how do you go beyond that? When we've got low aggressive brass, anything that brings grit, it's gonna make it a bit more aggressive. Saturated guitars, distorted guitars, or distorted synths. And one thing that works really, really well with brass, it's obviously Brahms. So without this guy, there's a downer as well. Downer that has grit as well. Alright, so really easy, like just 4 patches, huge sound. They take a lot of space. With the placing, the positioning of everything is super, super important. Left, right, but also the high-low register. What frequency spectrum is each instrument using? Now, this is a hybrid cue, right? And we've got the strings doing their thing. Not very impressive in terms of composition. Cinematic studio strings, the measured tremolo. So when I hit the note once, I hear 2 notes. We've got this motif. So we've got then din don don din don. These decorative secondary gestures are important in the movie as the movie evolves. So on top of this, we've got dega digi dogum, dega digi dega dogo. The main theme of the movie it's about telling the truth. So that truth for us is represented as this motif here. So we are in D, and then we've got all these dissonant notes. You know, when we are bending the truth, lies, hiding through distortion, we are here in this realm. Now, when we get to the end, we're gonna see this same motif, just a little bit more open. So we are going from lies to truth. And then we develop the entire soundtrack based on this. It's a silly thing, it's a silly concept. We are composers, so we justify what we do with words. Hope for someone in the audience to understand. And that is why in the strings we've got because this scene is the teaser kind of the movie, but that's the result of what happened because of the lie that she told. Now, We need more energy. Had the spotting session with Doug, and he was like, energy, like as big as you can. This is a TV movie, drama, exaggerated, cliche. Okay, so we need a little bit more of aggression for the strings, and we have this guy here. So it's just repeating this D note. So without the pulse. The whole thing together one more time. Awesome. Next thing that I want to talk about. In the last movie, I didn't do a spotting session because, 6 days, do your thing kind of thing. In this one, though, he said, hey, do you want to do a spotting session? I was like, yes, it just helps so much. Having the spotting session recorded is even better than the spotting notes. So with the spotting notes here, it's great. But it's so nice that I'm composing, right? And I'm going to listen to the temp.
Okay, all right, okay, all right, okay, all right.
Stops here. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? But why does it stop? Should it stop? Or it's much easier is to go back here and to see the conversation that you have with the director. It's so much better.
I wouldn't go into mystery and suspense until we see this car. Follow them.
Okay. Notes like this are gonna be, it's like, oh, and I had the spotting session 2 days ago on Wednesday. So many things happen, right? And you forget things, and sometimes going to that specific cue and remembering exactly what the director said, it's so helpful. And then finally, the last thing that I wanted to say is sometimes scoring is not the scoring. Structure is king. There are sometimes magic things happens where it's like, this music works so well for this scene, but it's song structure. Like if I took the scene away, the music still works and it's not hitting anything, but it still works. When you want to do that, it's tricky because basically the tone of the entire song or cue should match the mood of the entire scene. Generally, this is gonna feel a little bit more contemporary, more modern. But if you wanna do this, which I did for this particular cue, structure is king. Structure is everything. In this case, in a minute and a half of music, there are just 3 markers. And what you wanna do is have the markers for this structure. Let's just take a listen to the music. It's a vals. If you listen to what Doug says, we should feel happy, they're in love, and we want for the audience to relate with this adorable couple.
All right, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay, all right, all right. You got enough of them there.
You just ruined my entire day. I had so many things to do.
I like these kinds of days.
Me too.
What are you doing later?
When? Tonight?
For the rest of your life? You busy?
So you can see how this has 3 parts. When they start, when they are on it, and then it has this angle here. And then we've got here, there's dialogue. And then this has three parts, right? They're starting, then there's like the moment there's more feminine energy, and then there's more masculine energy. So we've got piano melody, then we've got high strings, and then we've got low strings, and then we've got back to the pizzicatos for the dialogue, because now no melody, we don't want to step on dialogue. This happens in a way that I didn't have to speed up or speed down tempo or cut measures. Usually if it's a good editor, the scene is gonna be structured in a way that the music is easy to fit structurally. So here we go, one more time.
On.
All right, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay, all right, all right. You got enough of them there.
You just ruined my entire day. I had so many things to do.
like these kinds of days.
Me too.
And obviously I spoke with him, and when I spoke with him, I also showed some music that I had in the project that I had prepared for this spotting session. Hey, do you like this? And he said, yes, you're going in the good direction, but still, I sent him this first cue. I exported the video, uploaded to Loom before, and then sent an email with the Loom link. And it's like, do you like this? And he's like, yes, rock and roll, let's go. Composition, like this cue that we just heard, super simple, right? Where did I spend most of the time? Adjusting this exact position, the volume, this key switch, all these things that we do. The more we stack, the more we layer, the more horizontal or lateral space left to right is gonna take. Yes, it sounds better, but it takes more space. The problem with layering is that everything stacks. We have to cut a little bit to avoid that. That's why when I added the staccato string, on top of that, I had the synth pulse. That's great, it adds aggression, but it also takes space in the mix. That's why I closed it and I moved it to the right. When we are doing an orchestral mock, no matter if you are layering or not, because at the end of the day, we're always stacking because just of the nature, we're using separate recordings. We are going to always cut a little bit of the MIDI frequency, the frequencies that are going to stack and create muddiness in every single track. Congrats! You watched the video till the end. Amazing! I put together my template. I downloaded the file and I uploaded it so you can download it for free. I'm talking about my orchestral template, meaning all the instruments loaded and how I've got it configured so I can put my hands on the keyboard and start composing. And not just that, but also my template is organized so it mixes the music automatically for you. So I added a link below, just click download, and also you'll be downloading lots of extra free stuff that I included in this kind of like bundle. The list of the libraries that I use, mixing and mastering course that's usually paid, and I included this for free just through this link. Also lots of analyze the scores, Jason Bourne, Captain America, and so much more, Harry Potter, transcribed, analyzed, reduced, and then videos of myself kind of like recreating that style. If you don't read music, you can replicate the style step by step just by watching me. Alright, cool, that's all. Click the link below, download all that free stuff. Thanks for your time, thanks for watching our videos. You're one of us. Consider subscribing if you haven't already so YouTube reminds you whenever we publish these videos. We'll continue to do more and to bring value to the community. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.